we're taking a look at the way that the college playoff rankings always maps out, and I'm of the mindset I'd like 8 teams. I'd like 8 teams in. I'd like the 5 teams from the so-called Power 5 to get in without a conference championship game. I think those conference championship games are useless. And I'd like a regular season title to lead to an automatic berth, and then 3 at-large bids and go and play on Christmas weekend, New Year's weekend, and the final weekend. What would you say to an idea like that?
I think it could definitely be an improvement on what we have right now. I think that every conference should have the same number of conference games. I think either everybody has a championship game or nobody does. I think that we definitely need more playoff teams. I've always thought you need at least 16, and I'd rather see 64. But
how would that work?
Well, you'd go 10 games in the regular season. If you had 64, you'd go 10 games in the regular season. So first off, on the front end, everybody's guaranteed 12 games. So you'd have 10 games in the regular season, and then as you're getting towards the end of the 10 games, you have an idea who's going to make the playoffs and who's not, and so you select who's going to make the playoffs, and there'll be natural breaks in the thing. So in the course of the season, somewhere just a little over midway through, you have half of the country's got an off week, the other half plays. The next week, the other half of the country has their off week, and nobody has to play anybody where they had an off week before the week before you play them, and then okay, and so then 64 teams are selected. Those that already know they're not going to be selected can play that week, so that there's still football, and then you start out home and home. And like, for example, you seed out the region, and a lot like basketball, you seed out the region, and then the lesser seeded team goes to the higher seeded team, plays. After that, you integrate the bowls, which there's approximately exactly the right number to finish it out. And then in the end, the champion will have played 16 games, which I think that's the target number, because that's what the champion in 1AA plays. That's what the champion in Division II plays. That's what the champion in Division III plays either 15 or 16. The champion of most high school regions plays 16, and then of course the NFL plays more. And I think everybody'd have a fabulous time. I think it'd be exciting. I think that, like right up the road from us in Spokane is Gonzaga. And in basketball, of course, you go all over the country, and there's you'll run into some rabid Gonzaga fan that, one, doesn't know they're in Spokane, and 2, doesn't know where Spokane is. And but they're a Gonzaga fan because of the exposure that they've gotten on, with the national tournaments and things. So I think it'd be incredibly exciting. I think it'd help a lot of schools. I think you'd have a lot of variety of who's playing who around the country.
And what about final exams, Coach?
Yeah, I get a kick out of that. That's the weakest argument of all of them.
Why?
Well, I mean, what? So kids at other classifications like high school, like Division III, like Division II and 1AA don't have final exams. And I mean, most football, an awful lot of football in the postseason would take place after finals anyway. And then, and the least imposing on academics, least imposing sport on academics is football. I mean, you consider a basketball schedule, baseball schedule, volleyball schedule, and I don't think they should get rid of any of these sports, because I think sports, for their own sake, have a value, and I also think that you can do both, be great at academics and sports, including the ones I've mentioned. But football, you leave the night before, you play the game, and you fly back. And but yeah, anybody that doesn't want to change it or doesn't want the hassle of doing it a different way, or doesn't even have the imagination of whoever's running the parks and recreation in their local community that's drawing up tournament brackets all the time says, oh, well, it'll damage their academics. We'd never do it. And they do it in a very sanctimonious tone of voice, too. They always do it in very sanctimonious tone of voice, like they're the only ones sensitive and they're the only ones that understand. No, that to me is the most absurd excuse that they try to generate. And they'll do it with such piety, too.
So then let me give you this other one that I hear all the time when I try even give 8. Okay, I'm saying 8. You're saying 60. You're saying 64, like hoops. The other one that I hear is that it would remove the drama, the win or go home drama that seems to hinge on every single week in the college football season. That it would remove that.
Yeah, well, that's absurd too. First of all, they're having games on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but let's see what days. I know Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. So they have college games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They might have them Wednesday too. But at any rate, people are watching them. I mean, people watch all of them, and people are excited when they watch them. Oh no, there'd be. Don't you want continued drama? Like, somebody's got a chance to redeem themselves if they lose one game. I mean, you want the drama to last to the end rather than, oh, well, all right, that's it, one loss. Okay. No, and they're just like we're discussing here, really. I mean, all they are is excuses. I mean, I think everybody knows that a bigger playoff format would generate more money. Everybody knows it would be exciting. I think in the back room, the resistance is who would get the money and who would have control of things.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.